Hi, it's me, Vamp. And welcome to Vamp Plays. Now, if you've seen some of our past episodes, you will know how I typically review stuff is, I'll play a game of it for a little bit, maybe 15, 20 minutes, sometimes 30, give my impressions on the game, and then you know, that's the video right there. And then I'll give my impressions, my review of the game based on what little I've played of it. Well, this time I have to do things a bit different because I am doing Warframe and I am a Warframe partner in the game Warframe. I actually have another channel called Warframe Madness, which I make YouTube videos on as well as a Warframe partner. But that's not what I want to promote. Just want to let you guys know that this video I'll be doing things a little bit different, and I actually will see a few jump cuts. And if you like this method for future videos, definitely let me know, and I can see about doing more things like this where I actually play the game in advance, give you some good, give you some bad, give you the combat, this and that. So yeah, definitely let me know if that's something you want. And without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so we're going to talk about the characters. The characters, or frames as they're called in this game. This game, there are a whole thing called frames. They're the characters that you play in the game. There's, I believe, 30, I want to say 34, 35 of them, and they each have their own prime variants. Prime variants are just a stronger version of each of them. So think of them as regular form, ultimate form. Not every character or frame at this time has an ultimate form, but they are working on it. They come out every 3-4 months roughly, and that is cool because it gives you the choice to use whatever you want, and each one has their own list of abilities, of stuff they do. Then let's say, for example, I picked this one, it has completely different abilities of stuff it does, which will help it do quite a bit of different things, the different mission types, which I'll go into a bit later, but the different mission types, the different frames as it will, help with these different weapon types, not weapon, mission types in various ways, such as, there's a frame that called Frost that lets you create a snow globe around a defense target. So that is very cool indeed. And also, now that we're here, we may as well throw this in the character mix. These are your pets, or sentinels as they're called. Sentinels, companions. You can have little robot things that hover over, follow you, cats, dogs, and a robot thing that walks on the ground. Yeah, and you can name some stuff whatever you want. Like this one, I named it Skyrim, and stuff like that. And that is actually a very cool thing, very cool feature. So many things to choose from. You can have your own play style. You can play however you want. You'll have all the different characters or frames to choose from, and that actually is a very good thing. Okay, so let's move along to weapons. Weapons in this game are actually, well, just like the um, characters in this game, there are tons of weapons to choose from. I mean, tons of weapons. Tons and tons of weapons. And then within the weapons, it's not the weapons that make the weapons, if that makes sense. There's this thing called mods that you put on the weapons. You combine them however you want. You can mix and match from hundreds and hundreds of mods. Think of them as cards. You're putting cards on your weapon. You can put cards on your primary, secondary, as well as your melee weapon. Yeah, primary, secondary, melee. Your pet can even have a weapon, so that is very cool. And some weapons have certain, effects. Like this is a gun blade. It will tell you this right in here. Little description just to show you it's a gun blade. You can compare stats to like your weapons, and as you can see, they all have very different weapon models. Like we could look at this as well. And there we go. Weapons, they're fun to use. Some of them start with certain elements. You can put elements on it however you want just by adding a mod that has elements on it. It automatically will give it elements if it doesn't have elements. So that's actually a very, very good thing. Actually gives you a lot to choose from. Everyone can pick their own weapon, customize it their own way, have fun with that. That is good. Okay, so now we move on to combat. Okay, so this is just one of the combat modes. For the sake of argument, I chose an exterminate mission. You simply just go in, exterminate enemies, plain and simple. Just shoot them with your gun, attack them with your melee, or just, use your ability. This is combat, plain and simple. Now this is a weak level area. You can see the level 2s. They do go up in level. And that's a very good thing. That's actually what they do. But there are other combat type missions. There are defense, where you defend the pod. There are not only defense, but also there's interception, where you have to, capture a whole bunch of areas on the map. There's a few type of missions. Now you can choose to do it solo or with a group. I actually have it on solo right now, which enables me to be able to pause it as I need to in order to do it. Now the only exceptions, most of the time you just kill enemies. That's how it works. The only exception is that the boss battles in certain areas of the map, which you can redo as many times as you want. In those boss battles, you kill them, but the catch is there's invincibility phases that a lot of bosses have. So that could be good or bad, depending on how you look at it. A lot of people don't like invincibility phases, but I personally, don't mind some invincibility phases. Now, I'm going to mention this in this area as a sort of side note because I forgot to tell you guys, but Warframe is currently on PC, PS4, Xbox One, and the Nintendo Switch at the time of making this video. So yeah, just wanted to quick note that somewhere in there. Okay, quests. In addition to actually just, going on the star chart, which is, just here, that you can just go around, do certain missions as you see fit, just kill the same boss over and over again to farm materials that you need, because, that's what type of game this is. There's also the added fact about quests. You'll actually, get to do a bunch of quests if you so choose. Now, a lot, a lot of these quests are sort of side quests / filler quests. There are certain quests you do actually need in order to move on, which, let's see, they will let you know, like this quest, it will tell you on it, oh, need to do this quest first, and then these 3 quests in a row are needed, then this quest. So they'll just let you know on them. They will let you know on them if they're needed or if you can just not do them. And that will be definitely your choice, which is a good thing. Now I will be honest, if you want to progress farther in the storyline, of course you will have to do the quest at some point. That might be a little bit grindy to be able to do the quest, especially since you have to unlock the star chart little by little. All the nodes, as they call them, are locked by default. You guys slowly unlock them, then go on whatever planet each quest has. And you won't even get some quests until you get them as a reward for, completing certain missions. So there is that. So yeah, take that as you will. Good, bad, it's just there. Okay, now we're getting into cosmetics. Okay, so Donna's armor sets, even animation sets, and deluxe skins, regular skins, helmets, those are all cosmetic items. And with the exception of helmets, these are all things you pay for with platinum. Now, before you are like, oh, that makes it pay to win. No, they're purely just cosmetics. Like the Donna's, for example, they basically your cape. Basically, it's a cape. There are, yes, they're platinum, which is the currency in this game, but they are purely cosmetic. They don't do anything special at all. You can have, different skins for your frames. You can have different capes or Donnas, as they call them in here. Heck, you can even have different skins and stuff for your pets. Like, look at this, for example. This mask. Yeah. See? You can have different skins and stuff for your pets too, which is actually pretty cool. Like I said, most of this stuff will cost you platinum though, which is the in-game currency you get from either the trade system in this game or you buy platinum with real life money. Now, those are the ways to get platinum in this game. Now, I do want to, however, say that these cosmetics can also be made, as in some people make them, as in, fans of the game. they have a program called Tinogen, which lets fans of the game make items, and if the items get accepted to the game, when people buy those items with plat or real life money, because on PC you can buy them with plat, on I mean no, on console you can buy them with plat. On PC though, you have to spend actual money, which arguably, it's the same across all platforms because for the most part, you'll have to spend money on plat. But like I said, there is a trade chat thing, so that makes it a little bit different. But yeah, Tinogen and the people who made the Tinogen that got accepted get like a small cut with each sale. Not sure how that works behind the scenes, but if you're good at making meshes and molding meshes, maybe you're good at like some 3DS um, Max or um, or whatnot. Maybe that's something for you to check out. That might be worth a look at. But yeah, I thought I'd point that out. And there are so many cosmetics in this game. Like say, like this character or frame, for example. This is a skin. This right here is a skin. But more than that, if I want to, I can mix and match whatever skins I want, heads I want. See. Then here's the Tinogen. And yeah, that is actually pretty cool. I think. I really think it's cool. Now, let's get into the bad, shall we? Because nothing can be 100% good. And I feel like I wouldn't be living up to the what you guys expect of me if I didn't let you guys know the bad. We will start off with a big clipping issue. Like a lot of, I mean, lot of things clip. Let's see if we can actually find something that will clip. Let's see. Okay, nope, maybe that's not enough to clip. No, I mean, they're trying to get them out in the future. They have been trying to fix that, so I will definitely give them that. They are definitely trying to fix it, and that's one of the things that this game is free to play, so I feel like I am more okay with certain things such as clipping because this game is free to play. I mean, there's other games out there that aren't free to play that if there was clipping like there is in this game, I would automatically say no. I guess the best example I can show you guys for clipping will be this. Yeah, see right there. Big clipping, there's a bunch of clipping. It's just all about that clipping. Which, like I said, it's bad, yes, but it's a free to play game, so it is forgiven. Now, there are choices. I know what you're thinking. Vamp, how can choices be a bad thing? Well, okay. So the completionist in this game, I happen to, on my platform, every frame that you can get on my platform, I happen to have. Because I have that guy catch 'em all mentality. Well, with there being so many frames, it's actually harder than you might think sometimes 4 people to catch them all, as it will. Furthermore, decide what to play in a given mission. I know this might sound very odd, but I actually have a friend of mine who she's very bad at deciding stuff. She would rather hit random on everything. So, her having to choose a frame is a nightmare. So much so that she doesn't have to, that she doesn't even play. Now, with that, on that flip side, there is that lots of mods which are good, but at the same time, there's some quote useless mods as well that no one even bothers using. And I can't tell if that's because they are terrible mods or if it's because this Warframe isn't the best at their tutorial modes when it comes to stuff. You're better off finding a video online about, how to do this or how to do that on Warframe. You're most likely to get more help in the video. Which, I mean, it's okay. Nowadays, everyone does YouTube, so that's not the end of the world. There's bugs in this game, but they fix the bugs with every update. They're working on fixing the bugs, which, like I said, it's a free-to-play game, so it's fully understandable. And I guess the last bad thing, if I had to say, would be the fact that there's so many quests and so many nodes, the star chart's so big, and guy do this, guy do that in order to get this or that. The reason I say mark that as a possible bad thing is because of the simple fact that sometimes if you're coming back to this game or even trying to play it for the first time, it can be a bit overwhelming. So that's definitely something to take into consideration. It's not a bad thing. It's definitely not a bad thing per se, but at the same time, it is one of the things that you just need to keep an eye out for, actually watch, Don't be afraid to ask a friend that maybe you know someone that's already playing Warframe. Maybe they can help you throughout a few levels or help you understand certain aspects or re-get into it or whatnot. And finally, we will move on to the last thing, which is the fact that Warframe, this isn't really a bad thing. I just want to let you guys know about this, and that is that Warframe is a grinding game. You grind for credit, which is the free currency in this game. You grind for materials so you can build stuff. Like I've accepted these because I've crafted them. What's the thing about this game is you get blueprints for stuff. And then you'll have to spend resources that you just accumulate in your inventory. And luckily, they don't weigh anything, or there's no weight mechanic in this game. So, thankfully for that. And then, the stuff you accumulated, you use to build stuff you need. Like even characters. So, you want characters, more frames, you build them. Most frames are separated into 3 parts. You get blueprints for them. There are a few exceptions that have more parts, but the neuroptics, the systems, and the chassis. Now the blueprint, you'll also need the blueprint to put all these together after you build them using the blueprint for these. Sounds a lot more complicated than it is, but yeah. It is 100% grinding game. You grind so you can get stuff, so you can grind easier to get stuff in the future. I want to mention that. I want to stress that because I don't want you going, if this is your first time playing Warframe, I don't want you going in 100% blind like, this is every other game, then getting mad when you have to farm and never want to play it again. That's what this game is. You farm. You farm. You farm. It's a lot easier to farm once you've leveled up to the end game. Early on in the game, it sucks to farm. It just really does. But that's what type of game this is. If you can get past the farming, it's brilliant. And with that said, I will end the video here. Hopefully this whole video has helped you guys out, and I'll catch you in the future. Later. I would like to give a big thank you to all my Patreon supporters.